Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Off the play fake on first down. Fires and picked off. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That deep. One of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there, too.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Skips away from pressure. He looks that one in nicely. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. Hit the afterburners, kid. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown ball. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he goes out of bounds at the end of the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At midfield, he's got room. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Tennessee 7, Georgia 0.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Might as well give it to him again.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the back. Makes a man miss. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Second down coming up. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Anthony. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to the ground with the running back. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
You couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The ball's moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the ground game. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back gets to give. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Anthony. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Quarterback will audible. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, with that last completion. He's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Quarterback will keep it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to throw, it's Anthony. He makes the connection. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... Five-yard line. Inside 10 seconds to go, and the half clock reads 9. It is first and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
14, Georgia, 7.
The Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Makes his man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking to throw, it's Anthony. Quick strike complete. Powers through. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Fakes his man out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You got a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Smashes through.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, how did you make that move? And he's wrapped picked up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Anthony. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 31 over the Sharks. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's 1st down time in Tennessee.
1st down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking for space. It's Flanagan. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them and forced the incompletion.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs his offense here. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
From midfield, looking for room. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Dropping back, it's Anthony. Makes the grab on the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, and it's first down.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
He's going to pass. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Georgia going up tempo. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Fair catch called for and made. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Flanagan. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Working the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it again. Keeps the legs moving. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bulldozes him. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Looking to throw, it's Anthony. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. At the 35, he's open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia trying to use every second on this clock. Handoff from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Extending the play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rasmussen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Wants to pass. Looking for the score. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.